Hi, this is Tony Sagami. Hey, let's go back a few years. I was just a little boy in grade school when Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. And like a lot of young boys, I dreamed about growing up to be an astronaut. The space race captured all of America's attention back then, but you don't hear much about our space program anymore. Perhaps it's the difficulty finding money to fund space exploration, and some experts think that perhaps the more important frontier to explore isn't outer space, but it's the depths of the ocean. That's exactly what China is doing. China just completed a manned ocean submersible dive that went to 16,590 feet below sea level. That's deep. China, by the way, speaking of space exploration, is the third country that has sent a manned space orbits into space. But nonetheless, back to the ocean. This ocean dive by a vessel named the Jia Oolong, which is a mythical Chinese sea dragon, is capable at that level of reaching 70% of the ocean floor. Now, next year in 2012, China expects to send that same submersible to 23,000 feet below sea level, and that will give it coverage of 99.8% of the ocean bottom, virtually everywhere. Now, why is this important to us as investors? The ability to explore the ocean bottom will become vitally important as rising prices for many industrial commodities make exploiting mineral resources under the oceans one of the few untapped supplies left in the world. Heck, the Chinese officials have even admitted that this vessel is designed to explore for mineral resources on the ocean floor. And get this, the Chinese have even planted a China flag on the bottom of the South China Sea last year. No question, the ocean is going to supply a growing part to the world's natural resource needs in the future, and China wants to be the one to get it. Now, how can you profit from this? Well, there's two stocks you might take a look at. The first is China National Offshore Oil Corporation. It's also known as CNOOC, and may surprise you, but it's traded here on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker CEO. CEO. Now, a lot of Americans first of all, they don't know about it, but even if they do, they may avoid it because CNOOC looks pretty pricey because it trades for over $200 a share. But it is selling it for only 8 times earnings and pays a 2.5% dividend yield. Now, another company that will profit from the future exploration of the ocean floor is Singapore-based Keppel Corporation. Keppel is the largest builder of offshore oil rigs in the world. Get this, Keppel has $9.1 billion of rig orders, back orders, that will keep it running full speed at least until 2014. And that doesn't assume any new business, which they get with great regularity. Now, you can buy Keppel Corporation either on the Singapore Stock Exchange under the ticker BN4.SI, and it is available on the U.S. over-the-counter exchange too. And that ticker is KPELY.PK. KPELY.PK. Now, I'm not suggesting that you rush out and buy either one of these stocks tomorrow morning, but these are certainly two Asian companies that will mean the biggest winners of the exploration of the next frontier, the bottom of the ocean. Until next week, this is Tony Sagami signing off.